What were the kind of biggest adjustments you had to make in your retirement? Was it that structure, or was it something different?
I wouldn't say so much the structure. For me, it was getting into keeping myself active and working out for myself.
Mm-hmm.
For even before I got to high school, my workouts were told for me what to do. I had all my lifts written out for the week, and that's what I went off of.
Yep.
Never had to do my own thing. Always working out with somebody else, and always in a pretty competitive setting. Once I got to, that summer after I graduated, I maybe worked out 3 or 4 times. That's just transparency. Took some rest time and made my way to Illinois. Once I got to Illinois, it took a little while to get into the routine of working out and figuring out what I really wanted to get from it. But once I did, it really was a beautiful thing. I found working out to be enjoyable. I see it as like a reset. I see it as a way to free my mind up, and I do it for myself. It really is a powerful thing. So I'd say once I figured that out, that was really the biggest adjustment for me, and it's something that I look forward to just about each and every day now.
And to kind of go back on your point of like what works for you, right? We can tell everybody how many times you bugged me to go to the gym with you in the morning, but like that's not my thing, right? Like it didn't work for me. Like I found my time like right after work, I'd go over to the Arc and I'd get my run or my lift in then. But it's just funny, like, right, you just got to find what works for you. And we both did similar-ish things, right? But you were very much, you were more committed and you did it in the mornings, and that just wasn't for me. And that's okay, right? Everybody's going to have their own way of doing things, and I think it's just about finding what works for you.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you, I talk to coworkers, I talk to friends about this. It's like, look, chances are you're not going to be crazy like me and wake up at 4:30, work out for a couple hours, and then go to the office. It's a crazy lifestyle, and it's 8:45, and I'm thinking about, I usually go to bed at 9 o'clock, but I'll put that off a little bit today. And so it's about finding what works for you, like you said, and just sticking to it. There's nothing better than building that consistency and then looking back 2 weeks later and saying, wow, I stuck to that for 2 weeks, and I feel so much better because of it. And so once you find that, it really is a powerful tool to just live a better life.
Mm-hmm. And when you got back into the workouts, were you doing similar trainings and similar workouts as you did as a student athlete? Because whenever I would try, that was one of the biggest adjustments that I had to make, was getting used to not doing as well or putting up as much weight or doing things as fast as I was when I was training like full time. Is that something similar that you experienced with that?
For me, I kind of got rid of a lot of the explosive lifts that we would do in college.
Yeah.
One of my brothers actually did bodybuilder training for a few years and learned a lot from him. And so, of course, like, not a bodybuilder by any means, but I sort of took some of those lifts. I wouldn't say I'm going for any type of physique, but more so just putting up as much weight as I can and seeing what happens. And so I've actually, since my playing career is over, my weights have gone up quite a bit.
That's awesome.
And so it's just an interesting thing, a little bit of a different focus. The workouts, obviously, now I'm taking like 1.5 to 2 hours, as opposed to during the baseball season, those were 45 minutes long. Mm-hmm. So just a different shift for me. Didn't really do much of the same stuff that I did while I was still playing.
Yeah, that's so fair. It's all part of finding that new balance and that new what works for you afterward. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, stair climber has become my best friend.
Oh, that's a killer. That'll get you right, though.
It gets you right.